ಜಗದೊಳು ಘನ್ನ ಮಹಿಮ ಸಿರಿ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ನಿನ್ನ ನಾಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿ ಕಾಣೆನು ಜಗದೊಳು ಘನ್ನ ಮಹಿಮ ಸಿರಿ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ 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 ಜಯ ಜಯ ವಿಠಲ 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 ಜಯ 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 ಹರಿ ವಿಠಲ ಜಯ ಜಯ ವಿಠಲ ಜಯ ಹರಿ ವಿಠಲ ಜಯ ಜಯ ವಿಠಲ 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 ವಿಠಲ
Before Chandana would give a detailed description of the great personalities on stage, I honestly feel that all of us are extremely fortunate that we have, just like Arjuna had divine vision, we are able to have a great vision seeing Masterji on stage. Please give him a big hand. It is nothing but the Lord of Chidambaram himself who has come, Sakshat Sri Nadaraja himself who has come to bless Sudarshini. And of course Mami, who is Devi Swarupam herself. The way they have instilled the art in all our disciples is that we just sublimate, we just offer. We can't think of ourselves. Master always used to say, where is the I? There is no I, it is just the dance. So he is Advaitam personified. He is a real miracle. Thank you, Masterji. In spite of his very, very busy schedule, it's very difficult to catch him. He agreed to come here and bless all of us here. Thank you. Now Chandana would give more details.
Kalai Mamani, Natya Kalanidhi, Natya Selvam, Guru K. Kalyana Sundaram, the senior Guru of Sri Rajarajeshwari Bharatanatyam Kalamandir, has trained an array of well-known dancers. With his extensive presentations of dance dramas and thematic programs, he has paved way in turn for outstanding contribution in the field of Bharatanatyam, Tanjavur style in particular, for his Shishya Parampara to excel and showcase the legacy of Sri Rajarajeshwari Bharatanatyam Kalamandir. Pranams to you, Masterji. Srimati Maithili Kalyana Sundaram. The Rajarajeshwari Gurus have an illustrious lineage and steadfast patrons. An able and loving daughter-in-law of the family, Guru Maithili Kalyana Sundaram has helped the institution to blossom into what it is today, a legend of unalloyed, pristine Bharatanatyam. With her unquenching support, the institute has spread far and wide, carved niche for itself, and has been training students and helping them maintain the rigor and vigor of the tenets of the Tanjavur style. Hearty welcome to you. Dr. J.W. Lobo, a versatile personality, began his illustrious career as a lecturer at Roshni Nilaya and retired as the director of ICCR Bangalore. He has been a personal manager at the Muellers and at ICCR, worked in various capacities in New Delhi, Bangalore, Moscow, Mumbai, Mauritius and Tashkent for 30 years. With an honorary doctorate, Lobo sir has encouraged many aspiring artists in the country and abroad. A very hearty welcome to you, sir. Sri Hari Krishna Kalyana Sundaram, the new generation guru of Sri Rajarajeshwari Bharatanatyam Kalamandir, has proved his mettle to carry on the parampara with his widely popular choreography and thematic productions. Sri Hari Krishna has adapted training to the needs of changing times, inculcating Gurukula norms in institutional coaching and giving a new facade to presentational format. His versatility shines with the aesthetic grace of the Tanjavur Bani. Welcome to you, sir.
We request the esteemed Dr. J.W. Lobo to kindly address the gathering.
Like Mamani, Guru Kalyana Sundaram, Dr. Padmaja Dr. Padmaja Venkatesh, and today's dancer Sudarshini, today's guest of honor, and all my friends. It's because of Guru Kalyana Sundaram that I was very particular that I should come attend this Arangetram. As you know, as a director of ICCR, I have been coming for so many cultural programs and attending Arangetram. But after a gap of about 2 years, I am coming and attending one more Arangetram program here. Because after retiring from ICCI and joining an educational institution, I had made it a practice that I attend only educational programs, but I made an exception because of Dr. Padmaja. As you know, at least 3 or 4 Arangetram arranged by Dr. Padmaja had attended those programs. Why this time I readily agreed is, after about 25 years, I was meeting Guru Kalyana Sundaram. When I was working as regional director of ICCR, we used to meet very often. And as you all can make out, Guru Kalyana Sundaram is simplicity and humility personified in one person. I have never come across such a simple person with such a big background. He comes from an illustrious cultural family of Tanjore. The Sarpoji Maharaj, Maratha king of Tanjore, Sarpoji Maharaj himself had patronized the forefathers of Guru Kalyana Sundaram, and they had carried on with that tradition of Bharatanatyam teaching in Tanjore. And later on, when his father and uncles and so on had the opportunity of training Travancore sisters, Ragini, Lalita, and Padmini, they were the ones who inspired them or who persuaded them to go to Bombay. And as early as 1945, I think at that time Guru Kalyana Sundaram was only about 17 or 18 years of age. He too had danced with the Travancore sisters, and then they had gone to Bombay and opened this cultural center there by name Raja Rajeshwari Kala Mandira. And ever since 1945, they have been teaching Bharatanatyam in the metropolitan city of Bombay. And credit goes to them for having built these bridges of culture between South India, Tanjore, and the cultural capital of India, Bombay. They were so inspiring that almost all the top artists of those days, I'm speaking about 1945 to about 1950, be it Sitara Devi, be it Sudha Doreswamy, or other actors, dancers, though they were Kathak dancers, most of them made it a point to come to Guru Kalyana Sundaram's or his uncle's this cultural center, and that is Raja Rajeshwari Cultural Center, and they learn Bharatanatyam there. So in this great work of building bridges, cultural bridges between South India, extreme South India of Tanjore and Bombay, the role played by the family of Guru Kalyana Sundaram is tremendous. And then certainly when people like us just come and meet him, we are not able to help him in any way, but just like Ramayana story, when Ram was building the bridge between Sri Lanka and India, these squirrels came and they also helped. Like we are all like the squirrels trying to give our own, what we call in Kannada, Adelu Seve. So we are this one, and that is the only way we can this one contribute to whatever great things he has been doing. Not only he has trained many eminent Bharatanatyam dancers, many of them are teachers the world over. I think if you go on counting the Bharatanatyam schools that are started by his students. I think they may run into hundreds of them. And all of them have been working with sincerity. They don't just produce, what we call these days Dance India dance and so on, those kind of so quick kind of dancers and so on. They have been training them in the traditional way. And we have an example here in Dr. Padmaja. So for the last several years, she has been training so many of these dancers here in Bangalore in the traditional way without introducing any kind of fancy ramifications and so on. And then she is such a big scholar. She is able, this is not only a PhD in dance, but she is very versatile in all other aspects, including philosophy. So certainly when she invites me for her programs and so on, I make it a point to attend them. And today I want to specially congratulate today's dancer, that is Sudarshini. Though she is an engineer, she has made it a point to learn Bharatanatyam ever since the age of 5. And I am told that for her sake, for her educational sake, Mr. and Mrs. Raghavan, they decided to come to Bangalore. And this is the way our families help the children. Just in the afternoon, I had some guests from abroad, and they were discussing about the economic situation in India and in America and so on. And then they made it a point, when we look at Indian families, when we look at all these extended families helping one another, they were feeling certainly India has a future. Because half of the problem in the United States is not economic, it is social problem. Because no longer families are helping one another. The children, when they are 15, 16, they are just left to fend themselves. Not only that, when the children are being corrected, if they don't like, they say, we are going to police or we are going to this one. In such a society, it will be very difficult when they have problems, when they have economic problems, they are not able to face them because they don't have this strong family traditions. Luckily, we have them. And then this is the way that the families and then all these extended families are helping one another. I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. Raghavan will certainly encourage her daughter to both come up in professional life as well as in her own cultural pursuits. Thank you, friends.
I now request Masterji, Guruji to enlighten us with his soothing words, with a soothing voice.
My most respected friend, Sri Loboji, the wonderful audience I am facing in front of me, my dear friends, Mrs. and Mr. Raghavan, and of course, I won't have to address Dr. Padmaja Suresh Venkatesh Acharya, because I have been introduced way back when she was a small little girl running around. It was her elder sister Kanchana who showed a lot of promise and interest in learning Bharatanatyam. The other day also my wife, who refuses to come on the stage in spite of being taken as one of the chief guests, but she said this girl was only running around. She never showed any interest in dancing. But it is amazing to see her presenting her students here in such a wonderful city. It's a very knowledgeable city. I tell you, Bangalore is not one of those, Infosys city or anything that people come only for learning further education or anything, but they are very knowledgeable in music and dance. And for Padmaja to present the Arangetram in such a way, it's very, very creditable. We never thought that Padmaja would suddenly come up to this level. Thanks to her parents, especially her scholar father, my esteemed friend, Mr. Champiar Uttarajan. He was a wonderful artist, are probably the only Brahmin scholar to come on the stage to do this. And he was invited specially by none other than His Holiness Jagadguru Sankaracharya Swamiji of Kanchipuram to do. They don't invite such people unless they are very, very scholarly and very deserving. And he was one of the few artists who could hold the audience with his unique satire. Very great Sanskrit scholar. I have learned so much from him. Coming to the point of today's Arangetram, Sudarshini was another little child whom I saw in my New Era school. New Era school is the famous center where we used to, teach dancing. And my son, who is now one of the guests of honor, Hari Krishna Kalyanasundram, the next generation choreographer and dancer, dance teacher, and so on and so forth. And my wife, Srimati Maithili Kalyanasundram, they were in charge of her training. I was not allowed to teach her. I'm just joking. Maybe I'm lying, but I didn't have much opportunity to teach this girl, but she's really remarkable on the stage. It's not that easy to go on the stage to perform. Even to go on the stage to stand, everybody will start shaking. They are